on the bridle, a length clear. Black Lily, Street Bandit, Sonnen fourth. Velmont down on the rail fifth. One away, Slick Talker, a length and a half behind them. The Escape Plan back to a walk. Bella's Idol still about 6 from the leader as they approach the home corner. Witness in Court is hemmed away towards the inside. And Prentice last of all as they set sail for home. 350 to go. And Pike about to release Reef Keeper. He's still holding it together, a length and a half to the good of Black Lily, Street Bandit, followed then by Sonnen. Velmont near the rail, 175 out though, and now he goes to work on Reef Keeper. Reef Keeper's a length and a half in front. Sonnen trying hard, then Witness in Court. He shakes up Reef Keeper though. Great ride, as you would expect, and Reef Keeper beats Sonnen. Witness in Court, third home. Black Lily, Or on the rail, Street Bandit fourth. The Escape Plan, Slick Talk of Prentice were next home, followed then by Velmont. Further back in the field, Bella's Idol, who never really got into the race at any point, and back there last home is back to a walk. Reef Keeper on a freshen up for trainer Dan O'Connor and Pike. Well, he rode it with the silk hands in front there. The horse just wanted to go a bit underneath him in the early part. He got the feet up there quickly on the dash and then brought him underneath him. He pricked his ears up. He wanted to roll, and then he had him switched off and idling in the middle part. And one would sense coming around the corner here, this horse at 1650 who gets over ground was going to have a kick left in him, as the staying types tend to do on the fresher side. And Sonnen, although making a run, tried valiantly, but Pike always had that bit left up his sleeve there. He'd kept a bit of the powder dry until the last 200. And Witness in Court getting home on the inside of them through horses to run on into third placing. Terrific ride though, but one that we've seen on many occasions from Pike when he's in front like that. A Vital Equine Gelding from Endless Reef for Lorraine McCann, Dan O'Connor, also Glenn, Mrs. L.J. Montague, trained by Daniel O'Connor, and W. Pike aboard there at 15.20 and 3.70. Don't often see Pike on horses at those kind of odds. Sonnen second, 5. First up, my Blackfriars out of Show of Tralee, Stephen Miller, Randy Tan for Jeff Wilson, Mick Walsh, Peter Ensel and Arthur Barrett, $4 the place. Witness in Court, owned by Pat Flown, is a Star Witness gelding from Lantern Court, trained by Brett Pope, ridden by Mitchell Pateman, paying $1.80. Fourth is number 8, Street Bandit in that photo. 1:43.11 is the time. It's 3/4 of a length by 2 1/4 the margins there, but a peach of a ride in front. Race 7, the Yellow Glen Handicap over the 2,000 metres at 5 o'clock. Number 13, Aquaginski, is the scratching. 12 starters there in that last race on the program, going with 1, 12, 2 and 5. We'll head with Let's Twist in the final event of the day, and hopefully something to give punters a bit to shout about. With correct weight to come after race number 7. As we take you back now to the winner's enclosure after this victory, all the way win of Reef Keeper with William Pike in the saddle.
Yeah, sure. Connor joins me now. It's a great training effort, Daniel. First up over the 1650.
Well, he's a pretty special horse, so we just had to teach him how to settle, and he had to mature a lot last prep. We threw away a couple of races, and we had Pikey on board today doing a great job.
Darren mentioned in the call, he looked to be cruising out in front.
Yeah, well, we had him in the 2,000 metre race as well, but we had to go for the mile just so he'd settle. He's got a big gallop and stride, and that's all he's got. So rather than going over 2,000, they going and stopping and going. We went for the mile and let him bowl along, and it worked out well.
He looks pretty classy. How far do you think he can go class-wise?
Probably with another year under his belt, probably Port Cup type of horse. But like his mental issues, he's a year behind himself still. Sometimes he gives you a feel of a 2-year-old. You know, he look around, does some silly things at home and stuff. You know, gets worked up before the races. So we just have to bring him along nice and quiet. 3 runs, 4 runs, give him a spell, back in again. You know.
So next run, 2,000 metres? 2,000
metres, yeah, definitely 2,000 metres. That's the type of horse he is, but we just had to start him over the mile to make sure he'd matured from last prep, you know.
Terrific. Well done, Daniel. Great training effort.
Cheers, thank you. Cheers.
Daniel O'Connor there with Reef Keeper. Got him fit enough to run first up over the 1650. And no doubt some of those Irish training skills coming to the fore. Hey, Willie, did he give you a good feel, that horse? He seemed to travel really well out in front.
He did. I was always going to be positive early. Didn't expect him to travel quite so strong for quite so long. I wanted to steady him down, but that was his rhythm and that was his speed, so why argue?
Well, you gave us a good push earlier, Willie, so you'd be popular with the punters that heard you after race 2.
Yeah, well, that's right. I said with these guys, you know, fitness isn't going to be an issue. We don't see first up over miles too often, but, you know, always confident when these guys can do it.
Terrific. Well done, Willie.
Thank you.
Winning double today to Willie Pike. Once again, riding in superb touch.